Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to a brand new year. Well, Grace was saying that I should really embrace a new Henry because I was mentioning my glasses are kind of falling apart, but I love these glasses, you guys. But sometimes it is good to say out with the old and in with the new. I would do this without my glasses, but then I wouldn't be able to see anything.
And we wouldn't be twinning if you weren't wearing
No,
glasses.
it's true. We're glasses solidarity. Grace doesn't have to wear glasses, but
yes, I do.
I thought you said you just want to make me feel more comfortable.
Oh, well, there's that too, but I actually need these to see.
Well, that's okay. That's acceptable. Everyone, welcome to the Kano Livestream Extraordinaire. We're happy to report that we are no longer snowed in. We really experienced the best snow. We had a nice pouring on Wednesday, and it is gone by Monday, which is very Pacific Northwest. It's terrific. Yeah, it's awesome. And I've been told by our wonderful staff that I should stop banging the table. I lasted all of like 15 seconds before I did that. I can't help it. I am so excited.
A lot of enthusiasm.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Much like we receive from our players on a daily basis. I am Henry Ski. I'm the Player Success Lead here with
Grace, and of course, I'm back. I'm the Product Marketing Manager here at Kano.
We are happy to have you, and we are happy to have you. Thank you for joining us. Grace, I feel very professional. We have a proper script. I feel like we're like on the news, like, and now today, the weather. And I already talked about the weather.
There's a lot to talk about. We had a jam-packed year, and we've got another one up ahead. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of the stuff and the new stuff that has been changed or has been added, and going through maybe some teasers on things that are coming as well. And obviously, as always, there will be a trivia section at the end where you can answer some questions to win some FP.
Can I participate in the trivia?
No, Henry, that's not going to change.
I ask that every time. I almost wish I wasn't doing this so I could watch and participate myself. But the show must go on.
And it wouldn't be the show without you, so we need you here.
It wouldn't be a show without you. Or you guys. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Should I say tuning in? Streaming in?
Tuning. I think
tuning in sounds good. I say stay tuned a lot, which is very much like a leftover colloquialism from like 50s to be like, stay tuned to find out if Batman will escape the Joker. And now an advertisement for cigarettes or something like that. I don't know. We don't have any sponsors except Kano.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Kano shirt right now. All right. Guys, 2019 was a notable year.
It was. We had some big dates that happened in 2019. We hit some anniversaries, with LCN hitting their 10-year anniversary, which is like a huge round of applause to those players that have been around for that length of a time.
Yeah.
With that being said, there obviously are new achievements that have been added to the game. So those will be awarded to players depending on the age of your account, and you will see these cool cupcakes on your profile.
I love cupcakes almost as much as I love achievements. And I feel like, Grace, once you hit that 10-year achievement, you can definitively say, back in my day. Because you have been back in the day.
Which means, like, I obviously have not been here for 10 years, but it's crazy to think about maybe where the game had started and what it looked like then to what it looks like now. So, I mean, huge kudos to our team, obviously, but also to the players that have been along with us for the ride the entire time.
Absolutely. There have been many players that have been with us since then, and without your support and appreciation, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some other exciting things that came out in 2019, we had a couple of great features. I was going to say great feature ideas. Some of them came from players. We really rely on player feedback to improve the game, so don't hesitate to send us a ticket or shout out on social media. Who knows, your idea may get implemented into the game. My favorite is the Admin Blitz, which we now do each game once a month, where Sean, Moen, and myself, and any other Kano staff that's available, will go in and we'll battle the players on the hit list or the bounty system, and which is really fun because I get to trash talk them, but then I get killed a lot.
Yes, a lot.
So I thought I would be able to go in and have my way with them, but that is not the case at all. But that's really fun. We've got a great banner for that that'll let you know when it's going on. We'll do both servers. So server 1, we typically start around 3 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesdays, and then server 2 at 3:30. If we make a change on that timing and schedule, we will let you know.
We always post it on our social channels to let players know that it's coming. So just make sure you're following or liking or subscribed to all the channels so that you can get those updates when they get out.
Yeah, we love it. We love interacting with our players. We're busy a lot of the time, obviously, so we don't get to do it as much, but the Admin Blitz is a perfect excuse to do so.
Oh, yeah.
So that's great. We also launched the special event for raids, the Raid Shop. And while active, your actions made in a raid generate tokens that can be spent on limited time items. So we're also pleased with that as well.
Yeah, and actually there is a Raid Shop event that will be coming out soon.
What?
Maybe in
You didn't tell me
March.
this.
Anyways, that's a little teaser. But stay tuned
low.
because, yeah, that is coming very soon.
Excellent.
Additionally, we also launched Syndicate quests in 2019. Yeah. This is where you can team up with your syndicate to compete and complete these challenges to earn rewards. We've gotten a lot of great feedback on these quests, so there's still always changes being pushed through with new quests being added and different things being changed. Something that players can look forward to is that we will be making an adjustment where payouts will be somewhat correlated with the amount of contribution that you do make.
Yes.
So stay tuned, that will be coming out soon. The team is working on it, and yeah, we love obviously getting feedback on these new features. So if at any time you guys have anything that you guys want to say or let us know about, like Henry said, submit a ticket into support.
Definitely. Let us know. We'll make decisions. We'll look at the data. But keep in mind, when a feature rolls out for the first time, we have no idea sometimes how it's going to go. We have a rough idea that we think players will like it. But yeah, keep in mind, if you're not a fan of it, tell us why. And odds are you'll see some kind of change down the road to make sure it's the best feature possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And lastly, obviously we can't forget Battle Royale. That was a brand new feature, a very different feature for our games as well. That was added into LCN during 2019.
Grace is really good at Battle Royale.
I am very good at Battle Royale.
A little too good.
Not humble about it either.
No, not at all.
I mean, Sean behind the camera's laughing because he thinks he's the number one person, but
I had to separate them when there was some battle going on. Yeah.
But on that note, there will be changes being made to the Battle Royale as well. So some of you might be wondering why you haven't seen it in a little bit of a while. There's a bunch of new things being added, including something that I can release, which is top secret information, which is now not top secret, is the practice mode. We're actually going to be launching a practice mode where players can basically tune up their skills and really learn how to play so that when they're actually in the Battle Royale, the real thing, they know what they're doing and they can really just compete with those top players.
It's definitely probably the most, I would say, interactive in terms of timing feature we have. Like, you really got to be on your game. You can't step away from the feature, especially for playing against Grace. But yeah, in terms of the pay-in structure, we're going to be changing that up as well.
Yes.
So I think players are really going to like that. I love that feature. I think it looks great on mobile. We just released that a couple months back on mobile.
We did.
And yeah, we huge amount of response and positive feedback there. So more changes coming. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite new one. Even though I said Admin Blitz was that one. That's a tough.
Henry, you
gotta
be consistent with your statement.
I like too many things. I can't help it. So, moving on from features, we added 7 new locations to all of our games in 2019, which is awesome. So, Grace, I thought we would play a game.
Okay.
A little game. So this is a surprise.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, have you been to the following locations? Okay, here we go. So, for LCN, Washington, D.C.
Like in real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Washington, D.C., I have been there.
You have?
I have been there.
Oh, I thought you haven't been to
I
any
used to
of
actually
these.
live in the States. You might not have known this.
I did not
Anyways,
know
this
this.
is not about me.
No, that's very exciting. Hong Kong?
I've never been to Hong Kong.
Me neither.
I really
haven't been to any of these places.
Sean's saying he has.
Sean's been. Okay.
No one
good,
asked you, Sean.
Good. So those are our 2 ones in LCN, but we've also got some other locations in other games. Houston, India. Grace, have you been to Shipbreaker Bay?
I can't say that I have.
I think it's made up. So yeah, that's why I was saying that. And obviously a couple for Viking Clan, Hello Land, and Utgard.
Yes.
But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to our artists. The location art always looks awesome. I don't think everybody knows this, but those are original works. Like, our artists have to painstakingly, and it's good that they're doing it and not me, because mine would all be like stick figures and a palm tree.
Like maybe like some lines and that stuff.
And like one color that's just like crayoned over.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing we've got a division of labor.
On that note, there is actually a new location coming to LCN this Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I know players, especially those ones that have been with us for long periods of time, they're always waiting for something new to come in, and so there will be something on Wednesday.
Excellent. So I do get asked that in chat quite a bit, so the answer is Wednesday, new location. Excellent.
And on that note, we actually added a bunch of new bosses in 2019 as well. So what you're seeing on the screen right now are all of the new bosses that have entered the games over the past year. And so we've obviously had new co-op bosses, new raid bosses coming to all of the games. And obviously there's more to come as well. And then in addition to those, a lot of them actually got a little bit of a fresh coat of paint, as Sean put it, or a little bit of a new skin. So you can see we've got tons of great art and great bosses. And it's just always so fun to see what the artists come up with, because, I mean, take a look at that. Like,
definitely. I'm still not seeing a Henry-themed boss up there.
You might want to fold that dream.
That's probably something I need to do. Who do I discuss that with? Because they said that, even like me, when I was hired a few years ago, they said, oh yeah, we'll definitely get right on that.
Right.
They might have been being sarcastic.
Well, players also really want to be able to play on the go.
Yes. Yes, they do.
And so we have obviously made a lot of changes to our mobile apps.
Yes.
The mobile apps have had some really big changes, focused definitely on improving the functionality of the games and the visual information provided to players. And yeah, Henry, let's walk through some of those changes.
Absolutely. So Sean's going to put up some of the visual changes we've made. And as you guys have seen on mobile, it looks great, functionally awesome, but sometimes it is a little difficult to navigate and find everything just because of the nature of mobile. There's less digital real estate, there's more tabs and things like that. So the team's done a terrific job showing things like the fight results. We've reorganized the boss screen layout. As you can see, it's now way easier to see the fight results and a more detailed list there. For new players, we have the first-time user experience, or
the Fatui.
It's such a fun word to say.
Fatui or tutorial.
The first time I heard it in a meeting, I'm like, oh, what's that? That's
what's a
Fatui?
Fatui?
How's the Fatui going? It's really important that we help new players join the game and get interested. Our game is better the more players we have. We are growing, but we feel this new Fatui is going to really help players that find the game get into it more easily, understand how the mechanics work, and I just think the team has done bang.
Yeah, and on that note, I really want to just shed a little bit of appreciation for those players that are always helping out new players. I have seen this time and time again in chats and things like that, where new players will come in and ask questions, and our veterans will come in and have some answers and some really cool tips and tricks for these new players. So thank you so much for those players that are doing that, because like Henry said, we are seeing more of an influx come in, especially on our mobile games, because players do like to play, like I said, on the go. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, I thank you. Yes, indeed. And I will say one more shout out to the mobile team, because they have been working hard to reduce the size of the app and increasing speed. And I know on mobile that's really crucial, especially if maybe you're not in the best Wi-Fi spot, or maybe you're on the bus, and the last thing you want is when you're fighting someone for the connection to go out, or it's chugging, who knows. Performance has just been improved all around, and that's great. As you can see on the screen right now, to me, our apps never look better, and it's going to keep.
There's actually even some changes that have been made since those screenshots that were taken.
Yes.
So some of you that are playing right now might be like, oh, that's actually not how it is anymore. But there's always, like I said, changes being pushed through, and there's definitely more to come. And so, like I said, if you have feedback, let him know.
Let me know. All right. One of the things I wanted to highlight next is in terms of fair play. We know that a lot of players are concerned that sometimes maybe the hit list isn't working, or some people are getting all the hits. And we have made quite a few changes lately to curb that kind of behavior. Things like the ambush change, and also very recently, a couple weeks ago, in terms of preventing thousands of attacks on failed or on dead targets, rather. This is an ongoing process. It's very difficult to sort of curb this behavior entirely. The message I wanted to convey is that if you ever find a link to something that looks a little suspicious, please let us know. We investigate many accounts in terms of making sure they're playing by the rules. But I do want to mention that last year we ended up removing 812 accounts for suspicious or abnormal gameplay, which to me is, it's a good number. It shows that we're, taking these complaints seriously. But we do have some more work to do. But players, we rely on you, and this goes the same for the chat. We do rely on you for being our eyes and ears sometimes. If you see something, say something. Please let us know. We will look into it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we're happy about that. On a more sort of fun topic, quality of life. We got rid of the lounge but improved it because now players can make their own chat rooms with their own rules. We're not going to go in there. You can moderate and kick people out if you want. But really, it's just a great place to chat with your friends or trash talk with your enemies. We're really happy with the functionality of that. Yeah. Grace, I have to talk to you, though. I saw a chat room called Henry Sucks, and you seem to be the owner of that.
I thought you said those chat groups were going to be private.
Well, they are, but I wasn't sure about Kano employees. Okay, well, we'll have to talk about that later.
It's just a chat group with me and Sean. Yeah,
What?
it's just us two.
Sean, we're going to have a talk about this a little bit later on. I'm getting the signal, like, move on.
Sean, I
okay.
think we're going to have to rename our chat group.
Yeah,
I think-
Henry is awesome. That'll make me feel better, because I'm not going to go in there. We updated the FAMIA from 20 to 25 members. That was a long requested request, if you want to look at it that way. But we've seen good results from there. We do have some more quality of life updates. In terms of quality of life, I should mention those are sort of small, maybe visual changes to make the game a little easier, not necessarily impacting gameplay.
Yes,
so that's what we mean
that's
by quality of life. Yeah. But yeah, we're thrilled. We try and release as many as we can. A large of them are based on player feedback. So again, if I can't stress that enough, let us know.
Yeah. We've also had a lot of like miscellaneous changes.
Yeah.
Some of you players might have noticed that there's been some updates to how the lottery is now run. It now has much bigger jackpots, and it is kind of won, I guess, more frequently. We have been posting on our socials when winners are selected, but obviously this runs as like actual lottery does, so it's very randomized, and we never really know when a winner is going to be pulled, and so on and so forth.
For sure.
Other than that, we've obviously started to run live streams in 2019, so big pat on the back for that.
We should have mentioned that first. We've got great feedback from the live streams. We always like to put our face out there and show the players that we do care. We're here. We're happy to be here. I love this job. I love the game. I love the players. And we're going to keep doing live streams, I think, a little bit more frequently. In
and please do comment on our social posts and things like that about what content you guys want to see or what questions you want answered. We're going to try to keep this on like more of a monthly type of cadence, but obviously the more content that we have, the more frequent we can do these types of things.
Definitely. Yeah. No, I'm thrilled.
Additionally, obviously we've rolled out a bunch of new cosmetic changes. Part of the quality of life updates that Henry has talked about is like the world chat colors and things like that, and updating the fight screen to have more detailed information on your enemies. And obviously there's, like I said, always new changes coming out, so keep your eyes peeled for those. And then also, there have been a bunch of new changes that have been made to our KanoPlay.com website. So for those of you that don't know, you can actually play our game on that platform as well. For those of you that are playing on your computers, there's been more information that's been added for new players, and it's just kind of had a whole little bit of a website redesign in the year of 2019. So check it out if you guys are interested.
Definitely. One last thing I did want to mention in terms of quality of life, the seasonal world chat colors with the candy cane.
Yeah. That was so cute.
I think that looked really sharp. Yeah, I wanted to get props to the chat team for that. I thought that was great.
Yes. Cool. Okay. Well, that pretty much wraps up all of the updates for 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, but obviously it's not over because we're missing a vital part of our live stream.
Trivia!
Which is the trivia!
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we've got a whopping 5 questions. Just as a little disclaimer, it is 1 prize per player. So for those of you that are obviously really knowledgeable about the game, please try to give other players a chance to win. And each question will be worth 25 favor points.
Whoa! That sounds like an easy way to get 25 favor points. Because I think we did mention throughout, Now, Sean said, don't forget to mention these things, and I may have forgotten these things, but I have a feeling our players are so smart and they know the game so well that I don't foresee a problem at all.
I should also mention that some of these questions will be cross-game questions.
Yes.
There are players that are playing all of our games, which is awesome.
That's
so
pretty
we've
great.
tried to incorporate some tricky ones in there.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so the first one. Are you guys ready?
I am.
Yes. Okay, great. What is the newest location available in Mob Wars LCN? That is the newest location available in LCN. I did ask Grace if she had been there. Not 10 minutes ago. Maybe that's why I asked her.
And I said I had not been there.
Yes, you have not been to this location. An extra hint for the trivia. So we will see who has the answer to that.
For 25 whopping favor points. What can you buy for 25 favor points?
You could buy a couple of stamina refills. You could buy a cool item or 2.
Okay, so Sean's telling me that we have selected a winner. Yes!
we have.
Congratulations.
Okay, nice work. Whoever has
And
won.
the answer is Hong Kong, as you
Yeah.
can see on the screen above.
Do you think they answer quickly to get me to stop singing?
Is it that way or that way? That way.
Which way?
The answer. It's on that side. It's on that side. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's not the first time someone has put up an answer to get me to stop singing.
What?
I think they answered quickly because I was singing, and
oh.
they were like, "Please, for the love of God, everyone, just
Stop banging!"
Oh, I keep banging the table. I'm sorry. I'm so excited, especially for the person that just won 25 FP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Grace,
Okay.
what's
Question
question number 2?
numero dos. How many raid bosses did we release in 2019 for all games? How many new raid bosses? Raids.
This
Specifically,
is my. I
raids
don't know. I mean, I
for
do know,
all
but this is my.
games.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dance. Yeah. Who knows?
For those of you that don't know, we do repeat some of our raid bosses in our games. This is for a number of reasons. For starters, we have players that maybe couldn't participate in a raid or didn't get the achievements that they wanted, so we like to rerun them, and sometimes we reskin them, like you saw earlier in the live stream. So we're just talking about new ones.
Yes. So
Just
how
new
many
ones.
new raid bosses did we release in 2019 across all games? We were looking for a number.
It's one. It's my favorite number plus 1.
Yeah, that's the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have a winner.
No, still
not
people are still
yet.
guessing. Okay, we're moving on to the next question though.
Okay, number 3. Number 3.
Keep this
That's
going.
me. That's me. I have an H next to it indicating me. I can do this. How many new features did we release across all games?
Yeah,
in
unique
2019?
features.
Unique features.
Yeah.
We discussed some of them. I said 2 of them were my favorite. So the answer I can say is not 1. I'm already giving a hint. Not 1. We did not release
And
one
if it's
new
2 of
feature.
them, then it's definitely more than 2 as well.
It could be more than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking again for a number. A real number, not like 3
What?
or 7012. Those are not real numbers. We're not looking for that. We're looking for a real number.
Okay, we have selected a winner, and the answer is
4.
4.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, Battle Royale definitely up there for me.
Yes, that is
and-
your number 1
yeah,
favorite. Yes,
yes.
that's pretty good. Okay, Grace.
Cool.
Question number.
Quattro. How many new locations did we release in 2019? This is for all games as well.
What can I say? I'm not participating. Again, we're looking for a number.
Just kidding.
Oh, wait, that's
Just
the wrong
kidding.
question. That's the wrong question.
Question
Sorry.
number 4 is how many platforms can you play our games on?
Yes.
Now, this one is a bit of a tricky question because we actually didn't talk about some of them.
No, we didn't.
So, yes.
We're relying on your knowledge,
We are
your
relying
intimate
on your
knowledge of
knowledge.
how many platforms
Yes.
we can play
Yes.
on. And again, we're looking for a number, not 3 or 7012, but
Yes.
a real
That's
live
right.
number. Yes.
And I will say that for those of you that are on mobile, we're counting mobile as not 1. You have to be very
Yes.
specific when it comes
Yes.
to mobile.
Yes. You don't have to list all the platforms.
But you just need to guess
Just
a
a
number.
number.
I
Just a
almost put
number.
the number up. You have to guess the number.
Well, I could do
Yeah.
this because it's not 1.
It's not 1.
Yeah, so I'm like, good job, players.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, and then we're going to move on to the last question, which I already said before, so you guys probably would have heard that question.
We jumped the gun because we're
We
so
did.
excited.
We're so excited.
Yes.
Yeah. So the last question is going to be, how many new locations did we release in 2019? Yes. How many locations did we release in 2019?
We gave you a bit of a taste, but now it's the real thing.
Yes.
How many new locations? Grace, how many locations do you think we released?
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
And this might be a bit of a hint or a clue.
I like hints and clues.
4 of these questions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's 2 same answers.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, there's same answer, and then same answer, same answer.
A similar theme, perhaps, of
Yeah.
numbers. And again, not 3 or 7012. That's the best thing I can get.
Okay, well, that pretty much wraps up all of the trivia questions and our live stream in total. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I don't know if there have been all the answers in the comments below, but we will be grabbing those answers. So the first person to get the questions right will get those 25 favorite points. So keep guessing, okay? It's a numbers game, you know?
There are limited, well, according to some mathematicians, there are infinite
Yeah.
numbers, but for our purposes, there will be a limited numbers that you can guess.
Yes.
There's no decimal points, there's no negative numbers, just good old numbers.
Yeah.
That's more than 0.
Anyways, thank you so much. We will see you next time. And in the meantime, happy hunting.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, players. Bye-bye.
Bye.